Because today, of course, is the day that Angela Rayner would like councils to start building 7 times more homes than they have been. Let's have a look.
Today, I am setting out a radical plan to not only get the homes we desperately need, but also drive the growth, create jobs and breathe life back into towns and cities. We are ambitious, and what I say won't be without controversy, but this is urgent, because this Labour government is not afraid to take on the tough choices needed to deliver for our country. These are the right reforms for the decade of renewal the country so desperately needs, and we will not be deterred by those who seek to stand in the way of our country's future. The honourable members opposite may say this cannot be done, but I say that once again I'll prove them wrong. This government will build 1.5 million homes that are high quality, well designed and sustainable. We will achieve the biggest boost to affordable housing for a generation, and we will get Britain building to spur the growth that we need. And I commend this statement to the House.
Angela Rayner there speaking in Parliament about her plan to concrete over the entire country. Let's find out from Councillor Philip Rose whether it can actually happen. Philip, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
So, how much of that is going to actually happen?
Well, hopefully not much of it. I think if you drive around the country or go by any means, you'll notice that we're like a virus. We just spread out with concrete across all the land. Everyone needs somewhere to live. That's fine. I mean, we've just had the general election and we've been out campaigning, and you see so many empty houses everywhere. And I think there are more empty houses now than there have been over the last 20 years. So I have an inkling that the economy is so bad that the desperation to build houses is about keeping people in work rather than any desperate need for housing. We have large housing stock, but of course we're getting more and more people requiring houses, aren't we?
Well, that's the other problem. I mean, you know, the exponential rise in the number of people living here is outstripping the speed at which houses can be built. And I'm told as well by people in the housing industry that the kind of plans that Labour wants to try and enact are impossible to do at the speed at which they want to do it. There simply aren't enough people in the building trade. There's not enough money. There's not enough land. There's not enough space. And people like yourself and Griff Rhys-Jones, who's one other person who doesn't want to see it happen, are going to say no thanks.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I've been involved on the planning side since 2007 on and off. And we always had a situation where the bureaucracy sort of more or less controls what occurs. There's not much democracy in planning. And over the time, from when I became involved, it's become more centralised and more top-down. And now, of course, we've got the combined authority, and certainly in my area in Derbyshire and Nottingham. So decision-making really is not made locally anymore. It's made centrally. Now, in Amber Valley, where I live, we have 2 major developments, both of them on arguably carcinogenic sites. So, you know, they're desperate to put houses on this land.
But it may not be. But it may be very, very bad news in the long term. Absolutely right. Incredible stuff. Good to talk to you, Philip. Thanks very much indeed.